And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome! You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say. Hey there, Libra. Welcome to Koi Place Tarot. My name is Koi, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. There's a set of quick announcements. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That way, when uploads are made, you can see what the stars are trying to say to you. Also, if interested, individual reads are back up and open, so either message or email me directly. Link is on main, and we'll set it up, okay? What we're looking at in this round of reads, Libra, this is going to be your ATC, as things change read, going from, at time of recording, end of May into June. As things change, the style of read that I do where we put the fives out on the table. Fives being cards of conflict in the tarot deck, defined by water, earth, fire, and air, cups, pentacles, wands, and swords, respectively. We dive straight into the conflict, right? What is the problem? What's going on? How do we feel about it? What are the mechanics of it? What is the energy telling us? And what is our inner monologue trying to say about it, right? In doing so, the hope is that once we dive straight in, we are able to garner more out immediately. No need to minimize it, but also no need to stretch it out further than it already is. Let's just get the tough part out of the way, right? So as a preamble to the read, Libra, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but don't always be so willing to reverse. At times, if it gets difficult, understand that I, as your tarot card reader, I'm not here to misguide you and mislead you. Trust me, I got 12 signs. Not one of them do I wish to lie to. I just call it like I see it. We lay our cards out on the board, and good or bad, come rain or sunshine, we talk about it. Because at the end of the day, tarot is a conversation, just an energetic one, yeah? So follow along with me in your ATC for this transitional period, Libra, and yeah, let's see what the cards say. We're going to start over here with that Five of Cups. Show us the cards we need to see, please. Define that Five of Cups within this reading. For the Libra Collective, what are the cards we need to see, please, upon the Five of Cups? And we'll read today. What is imperative to know for Libra in the Five of Cups? Okay, Two of Swords. Why does confusion bring you pain? Ace of Cups. Okay, the opening of the heart. King of Swords. Quick, decisive motions on what is right to do versus what we're feeling. I'm already seeing two things right here, Libra, and let me just take a wild guess at what's unfolding. You are in a relationship or a connection right now currently. Your eyes, emotions, hearts, etc. has garnered eyes for a different person. You are looking in their direction, feeling them, liking them, and you're trying to stamp these feelings out with a steel-toed boot. And now the King of Swords, there's what is right versus what you feel. The pain here then comes in with the confusion around it all. Not really confusion per se, it's just the easy thing to say out loud is probably the most uncomfortable. You caught feelings for somebody else. That's pretty simple. I can understand that. These things do happen. The question is, why? How did we get to this point? Because there's this hard insistence that we could just stamp it out and dress it up pretty and pretend that everything can go away. And this impetus that you have right now to just, go away, shh, and then, smile for the picture, it's kind of forced. So trying to understand why you're so quickly trying to rush past this. The amount of effort we put in that direction should tell us exactly where we are. So we're always starting off strong here. To the Five of Pentacles, what do we feel left out from? Show Libra the card they need to see, please, in this ATC read. Impoverishment or feeling left behind. So it's the cards we need to see, please, define that Five of Pentacles. Five of Swords. Okay. So, with where things once were and the balance we're trying to bring to it, we don't know if we're even acting properly here and now. But we're still taking action. In what direction? Knight of Swords coming out. Three of Cups. Whether we like to admit to it or not, our behaviors are the way that we're moving, we're gravitating towards that person. Now, whether you admit that to yourself at this point, Libra, or not, is not functioning relative. What is relative is understanding why you're performing these actions. It's like the more you try to silence it, the louder it gets. So this is a very specific reading. If it's hit by now, it has. If it's not, then it's just not for you. You can't have a sign-based read that misses out on your personal experience. That's why I say book the one-on-one. Okay, but for this one, Libra, yeah, the reason why we don't know if we're doing the right thing, we don't know if we're doing the right thing because if we just took 1 second to analyze our actions, our reactions, how we feel, etc., we would understand we're moving more towards this person and less towards whatever standing dynamic is already there. And that's just the truth right now. Next to the Five of Wands, show us the cards that we need to see, please, to find the Five of Wands in this read. What is conflict trying to tell us here and now? Yeah. Okay. So going back to that Five of Cups earlier, Five of Cups coming out again, but this time, why is this person sparking so much interest in you? Regarded from the truth, the conflict is making everything crystal clear. Eight of Wands. We are so deftly interested in this person because we knew this current relationship that we're in was ultimately going to end, that we're not right for it. Is it the copacetic thing to do to just cut ties with our current dynamic and then fly over to this new one? No, it would be considered socially unacceptable. There's this lot of idea of others' influence of what is morally right on how to end this at this point, because your heart is increasingly going somewhere else, Libra. Let's just call a spade a spade. However, the suppression of that voice, of those thoughts, of those feelings, that's actually what's making it grow, right? Whatever the dynamic this is, I don't understand why you're just so dead set, oh, we have to defend this, we have to make things work, even though I've been uninterested for a very long time. That's what's keeping it afloat, believe it or not. You knew that this was coming to an end. That's why, this person or this connection is coming in. Hey, what are you going to do with this? That's the bigger and better question to ask. Last, the Five of Swords. So as cards you're going to see, please define the Five of Swords for Libra in this read. What about the internal monologue? Their home element of air. What cards we need to see, please, for Libra in this read today. That's a break. Give it one more shuffle. Show us cards we need to see, please. Find the Five of Swords for Libra in this ATC read. There you go. Ten of Cups. The thing that we don't want to say out loud. No, I'm exactly where I need to be with this. Emotionally, I checked out a long time ago. Maybe this is convenient for me for a reason. Eight of Wands. Direct communication or our interactions with this person is telling us every day, point by point, why our separation from the current dynamic needs to happen. Eight of Pentacles. We know better. And by here, we know better, I don't mean, shame on Libra for whatever decisions they're making, and shame on you for having feelings, even though it's going for somebody else. That's not what I'm saying at all. And please don't take it as sign bashing. I have no interest in that kind of banter. What I am saying, however, Libra, is if we just looked at our behavior for 2 seconds, the way that this new party makes us feel, makes us think about different things, reignites our passions, etc., It spells out every day, and that's that Eight of Pentacles, the notion of mastery over subject and prowess. The excitement of everything that you get from the most simplest interactions with this person spells out exactly why the current dynamic needs to end. Is it a fun conversation? Absolutely not. But the truth of the matter, you already emotionally checked out long ago. Therefore, you're kind of wasting each other's times. Underneath it all, Eight of Cups, walking away. You make the active choice to leave something behind. Okay, fair enough. Next. Can I get a singular card underneath each base 5 in this read, please? Show us the cards we need to see, please. Show what is under each base 5. Starting with the Five of Cups and moving on. Nine of Swords, right. It's about actions. If we just read our thoughts and read our own actions and put it in an objective stance, we know where everything is gearing towards one and away from the other. Underneath the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. Now remember, underneath the Five of Pentacles, we had the self-sabotage of these actions. Nine of Swords to that Nine of Swords and the Three of Cups. Our behaviors would objectively tell us that we're slowly but surely gravitating more to this person. In fact, it's an everyday investment at this point. To the Five of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Starts out as friendship. It starts about with that workable dynamic of where you and this person stand. That isn't meant to represent, cheating or temptation or things like that. Let's throw away these trite kind of terms, but rather the very simple pleasures you are getting from being around this person is only spelling out more and more why whatever this is with the other person that you're currently with probably should end. And underneath the Five of Swords, Ace of Swords, we found truth in honest reflection and seeing our own actions. Underneath it all, the Devil, card of Capricorn. I knew that was coming up somewhere. The Devil has power in the sense that it tells us what we don't like about ourselves. The reason why it sits on your shoulder is because we're not saying the obvious. We need to break up with whoever we're currently with, because right now we're wasting their time and our own, and probably take more action towards whoever this third party is, because that's where your energy is already geared towards, Libra. Everything points towards this new person, this new spark of life, whereas your prior arrangement or circumstance, it barely seems amicable at this point. What do we do when both things are held to be true at once? The Devil is only coming out because of the power that we give it. We don't want to say, hey, I'm happy with this person, we should probably break up. Honestly, this relationship probably, ran its course months ago, but we just kept on going at it because that's just what people do, right? And having that really honest conversation even when it hurts. No, we're just saying, oh no, I'm happy where I'm at. And looking directly at that other party, trying to gravitate yourself solely towards them, even though you have this internal policy that no, this hard insistence that that's not the case. That is very much the case. Now, as we move towards resolution, first to find the major arcana straight across the table in this read. I thought we had one. Wait, do we not have one? Let me check. No, we don't. Okay, very simple then. Let's move to it. So what's resolution for Libra in this reading? Very cut and dry. I like that. What cards we need to see, please, in resolution for Libra in this reading, please? As things change, what then occurs? Nine of Pentacles, separation and autonomy of the self, i.e. leaving this behind. Four of Swords, relaxation, the need to recuperate and re-energize. Here, yeah, it's probably an emotional shockwave just to hear it all out loud right now, Libra. But if any of it resonated, then it all did. It's just one of those kind of reads. Underneath it all, Page of Swords, observe and learn. Is it better to prolong the inevitable or make the tougher but more responsible decision of going for what you want, which is this other person? Here's what I got on your read today, Libra. You had a sudden, both intellectual and heart-based realization that you have garnered feelings or emotional attachment to somebody else. And instead of being directly honest about it, you are placating the inevitable because you are in a relationship that you no longer want to be in. In this case, both partners are wasting their time and both partners have culpability. This is not a blame game here, Libra. This is just the facts. You and this other person, the spark was lost a long time ago. So was the interest. And now this reunion they're having with this new party is almost like a breath of fresh air. It's synchronizing you with everything you feel you should want and invest into. Obviously, that then means that who is this third party to you, besides just keeping it on for the title? That's where it's at. I hope that, eventually you'll be able to come around and say, actually, we should probably break up. And when we do understand, it's not that I had to resent you, it's that there's different things out there for me. That's why I see in your review today, Libra. This conversation helped. And yeah, we can prolong the inevitable, or we do a responsible thing and watch what happens. I'll see you around, okay? Take care.